Alright guys, so we got ourselves a brand new Let's Play here. And I guarantee that the game we're playing is going to hit a lot of you right in the nostalgia, because this game was considered a hidden gem among a lot of people that played early PlayStation 2 and GameCube games. So I'm not even going to specify what the game is, I'm just going to shut up right here and let the intro play. Yes, we were playing Tide the Tasmanian Tiger. This game was released way back in the early 2000s, like 2002, 2004. It's a 3D platformer reminiscent of games like Banjo-Kazooie, Mario 64, Jack Daxter, stuff like that. There's a lot of collectibles in this game. I'm not 100% sure if I'm going to 100% it. It all depends on how the progress goes on the first world. If I can manage to get most of the items the first time through, then I'll go for 100%. If I don't, then I don't. Alright, so, this is the HD remaster that was released last year, that came out. It vastly improved a lot of the, lighting engine, graphics engine, and all sorts of cool stuff. It originally released as early access. This is, full release, but it is still slightly buggy. And one of the bugs is that the intro, whenever I record the intro, it tends to desync the audio or get really buggy. So we're gonna start a new game and we're gonna skip the intro, but I will put a rip of the intro in this section right here, and I'll leave credit in the description. So without further ado, we're gonna get right into it.
I gotcha! Okay, Ty, I'm it. Catch me if you can. Don't move, mate. I'll get help.
Don't be afraid, Ty. I am Nandu Gilly, the Bunyip Elder.
G'day, mate.
It's time you knew the truth. Years ago, a great battle was fought over the fate of 5 mystic talismans.
Here first, you stinking, furry mammal opportunists. Remember the comet! No! You mammals don't deserve to be at the top of the food chain! No!
those brave few who challenged Boss Cass were trapped in the dreaming.
Mom? Dad?
Word grows that Boss Cass is seeking out the talismans again. He must be stopped at all costs. It's up to you to find the talismans before he does.
It's up to me to save my family.
Oi, Ty! Are you okay?
Murray? Oh, am I glad to see you. Oh, you're never gonna believe what just happened. I was playing in the forest when the ground suddenly... And that's when you showed up.
Rude! Sounds like you've got a fair dinkum adventure ahead of you, mate. Not that I'm into that sort of thing. I'd much rather be at home watching the footy. But I tell you what, you do the adventuring and I'll help you out where I can. Welcome to Rainbow Cliffs, mate. By the way, whenever you see one of these signs, I won't be far away. I've heard that if you press the action button, you can talk to me, whatever that means. Okay, now let's get down to brass tacks. If you're gonna be out adventuring, then you'll need another boomerang. And I know just the place to find one. Head down to Bly Bly Station. I'll meet you there.
Alright. So, yeah, so our first goal is to find a second boomerang. If you watch the intro, you know that we have to defeat Boss Cass, which is this evil cassowary thing.
Oh, fair dinkum rainbow scale. When you find enough, take them to the Bunyip Elder at Rainbow Cliffs.
Alright, so, yeah, I'll explain that in a second. But yeah, we have to defeat Boss Cass by collecting these talismans. And yeah, I just fell into a lot of damage. What I just picked up there was a rainbow scale. There are 20 in the game, and you get them by just finding them in this hub world, and more become accessible as the game goes on and whatnot. If you get all of them, there's a secret reward. I'll show that if I get 100%. Yeah, let's get into the first stage here. This hub world here is Rainbow Cliffs. This game has a very Australian vibe, and I absolutely love the aesthetic for it. It feels so different from a lot of other 3D platformers because they're always like generic jungle, generic this, that, ice level. But this is like Outback Safari. You get like this really cool, like nighty burrowong and stuff like that.
G'day, Julius. Now, if I just reroute these wires to... I said g'day, mate. Are you deaf?
Oh, goodness gracious me. Oh, I didn't see you there. I was just making some last-minute adjustments. Well, you must be Ty.
G'day. So, you old coot. What's this contraption do?
This contraption is the key to finding the talismans. Why is this so? It's quite simple, really. It uses an oscillatory microfeeder to scan for trace energy signals that match the unique power matrix of the talismans.
Huh?
Like a big nose that sniffs them out.
Oh.
Ah. And thunder eggs are the key to powering the machine.
Thunder eggs? Oh, they're as rare as hen's teeth, mate.
Couldn't you just use batteries?
If only it was that easy. You see, this machine doesn't just find where the talismans are, it actually teleports them here.
Struck me lucky.
And that, my friends, requires a great deal of energy.
So, how is Ty here gonna find all these thunder eggs?
Hey, I was just wondering that myself.
A reasonable question. I've created these portals to lead Ty to areas rich with them. Of course, they won't just be lying all over the place.
Just our luck.
A lot of them will have already been found. The trick will be convincing the locals to part with their prized possessions. but I'm afraid I can't help you with that. If you're as resourceful as they say, Ty, I'm sure you'll think of something.
Righto, Ty. There's no point in mucking about. You've got to find a second boomerang. I'll see you in 2-up.
Alright, so we're going to go into our first stage, which is 2-up, which is our tutorial stage. And the second the stage starts, you will immediately catch this Australian vibe, because the music is just ridiculous in how it conveys its aesthetic. So anyways, we're going to get into it.
This billabong has got the lot. Gum trees, wallabies, and even a koala. There's plenty to do here, so let's get a move on. Listen, mate, I solved your problem. I found you a second boomerang.
That's great. Where is it?
See that tree over there?
Yeah?
Well, it's not there.
Right. Well, where is it?
It's on top of Frillneck Peak.
Oh, great.
No, don't worry. You'll just have to jump, run, rang, and bite your way there while avoiding Boss Cass's henchmen. Look, mate, life wasn't meant to be easy.
Alright, so this level is full of tutorials that are just going to pop up in my face. For the sake of this video, I'm going to skip them and just explain them myself, because the cutscenes are long and it's going to extend the part by like an hour if we just watch all of them. So, Ty has some basic attacks. You can throw boomerangs to attack from a range, you can press B to bite, you can jump, and when we get our second boomerang, you can actually use it to glide. So right here is our first Thunder Egg. Thunder Eggs are similar to like the stars in Mario 64, where collecting a certain amount of them unlocks new stages and lets you continue on and progress through the game. So without further ado, we're going to jump and grab this one.
Beauty, Butler, Bonza! I got one!
Yeah. 1 down, 71 to go. Come on, let's get a move on.
Alright, so that's our first one. There are, I think, 10 in the stage, and we get them for completing various tasks, just like in Mario 64. These little red things right here are opals. Collecting 300 of them in each level gives you 1 Thunder Egg, and collecting 100 of them allows you to do a Super Bite attack, which I will show off once I get it. That tutorial that just popped up was explaining that these little outhouses here are checkpoints. So, yeah. Grab these opals and continue on. This is a fairly straightforward tutorial. I actually played through this level in a test recording. And the second I played it, I just realized that like I'm having all of the OCD I had as a kid, where I just like I gotta find everything. Oh, I just got punched. Alright, so we got a magnet power up there that causes opals to move towards us, and that actually helps a lot when you can't find an opal, because like the magnet range is super huge. Like it's ridiculous. Like you can catch an opal through like 8 layers of wall. Alright, so what we got here is a Bilby. There are 5 of them hidden in each stage, and breaking all 5 gives you a Thunder Egg. These are crates. You can break them open by biting them or hitting them with a boomerang. And just like any platformer, there's always the secret item hidden behind the waterfall. What I just picked up there was a golden cog. So, like I said, you could throw boomerangs as weapons in this game, but there are also like various different types of boomerangs you can collect and grab and all that good stuff. Getting Thunder Eggs allows you to get ones that are like essentially completing the story or the main game, and getting Golden Cogs allows you to get secondary stuff. which I will show off. I think after getting the first 2 stages, I'm trying to get the golden cog here. Jesus Christ. After completing the first 2 stages, we should have enough golden cogs to get our first one. Let's try using the waterfall as a platform. Ugh. There we go. Alright, we got a second golden cog. If I'm correct, it takes it's either 15 or 20 of them to get a new boomerang. But we'll find out soon enough. Alright, so we're gonna get all these things. I'm gonna grab all of these opals here. So these things right here are spy eggs. So when you bite an enemy, you can actually chain bites into each other, kind of like that. You can get like combos and stuff, but there's no real benefit to chaining a lot of them. However, when you come across spy eggs, you can chain bite to reach different areas, like so. Great. So we got another thunder egg for doing that. Oh boy. Alright. It's a minor frame skip, but we're good, we're good, we're good. So we got the main enemies in this game are fro lizards. They all die in one hit regardless of boomerang, so go ahead and do what you want with them. Alright, there's the second Bilby right here, so we're gonna break this guy open. Alright, so we got our first 100 opals. So once I find a good batch of enemies, I can show off the Mega Bite. Which essentially, it's like, it's really good. It's really cool. This is good. Oh, I know the perfect place to show it off, actually, and we'll get a Thunder Egg for using it there. In fact, that was the first place I used it in most of my playthroughs. Ow. So in this game, you have 4 hits of health, shown off by your little bite meter. But in the sequel to this game, which is also available on Steam, you could upgrade the 4 hits to, I think, 16 at max. It was like a really high number. So this guy over here is just going to show us what golden cogs do. I'm just going to grab him. So we're going to run up over here, take out that throw, and grab some of these. What was I talking about before? I don't remember, but I'm just going to gush about how great this game is. I just love the Outback aesthetic because it feels so different and good. Like, if you've been paying attention and listening to the music, I really like the whole didgeridoo with banjos and all that good stuff. Because it's enjoyable in its sense, like, it stands out. Like, name one video game soundtrack that sounds anywhere remotely similar to Ty the Tasmanian Tiger. I'll give you a good amount of time. Oh wait, you can't. So anyways, found another golden cog, so we're gonna grab that. Oh yeah, the sequel is also available on Steam via early access. There's a Bilby over there, so I'm gonna go grab that. I'm having a lot of the OCD that I'm having before. I can't grab that 1-up down there because I am not able to swim just yet. In fact, we'll have to revisit this level once we gain the ability to swim. But that is a crab. This is the only instance in where this enemy even appears, if I'm correct. Well, you just bite him, take him out. You can't kill him with your boomerangs. We're gonna get Pie. Pie is a health power up. Anyways, we grabbed another golden cog. I'm surprised that I still remember where all this stuff is, to be honest. Alright. The only thing that sucks about this game is picture frames. Picture frames are the bane of my existence, because they are completely invisible until you get a specific upgrade that allows you to find them. And once you do that, you have to go through every stage, and go through them and just find them. It's very tedious. In fact, I might if I do decide to do 100%, I'll do the picture frames off screen. We'll do the golden cogs and all the main stuff first, though. As you can see, the 2 number up there, we have 2 of the megabyte abilities because we collected 200 opals. There's actually a detour around here if I'm correct. I'm gonna go over here and grab this pie. Let me go back. There's a detour somewhere around here that lets me get another thunder egg, but I might not be able to grab it just yet. Yeah, I can't get it just yet. Alright. So we're just gonna go over here. This level is very basic, very linear, straightforward platforming, so it shouldn't be too hard to get all of the collectibles here. I think there's like 1 or 2 that we can't get right away because we don't have the specific power-ups available to us at that moment. There is a golden cog there, but I can't grab it just yet.
Well, I wouldn't have believed it if I didn't see it with my own eyes. You actually found the second boomerang. Well, there's no time to sit around and feel all pleased with yourself. You're gonna have to put that new rang to use. You see, I had a thunder egg I was gonna give you, but a bunch of frills stole it. You'll have to take them all on to get it back.
Alright, so now we have our second boomerang, we are able to glide. Just jump and hold the A button, you can glide. I don't understand how it makes sense, but it does. Alright, so we're gonna get this golden cog using our new glide ability. Great. You can also lock onto enemies. I rarely use this, but it makes it easier for clearing out enemies from a distance if you're doing crowd control. But there's another move for crowd control, which we will see used in a quick second. I'm gonna grab this extra life here, hidden behind the waterfall because it's video game cliche. But yeah. So this is where we're gonna use the megabyte. If you hold the B button, it sort of does this charge, and when it's fully charged, it chain bites a massive amount of enemies in an area, and the fact that took out all 7 and got us the thunder egg. Great. Alright, so I'm gonna break these chests and crates. Why did I say chests? I can't remember where the. Oh yeah. Now that we have the glide ability, we're actually going to have to go back to get a thunder egg that we missed. A thunder egg that we missed. But thankfully, there is a platform here that makes it easier to get there. Oh boy, I messed up. Oh boy. You know what? I'm just gonna take the other way around. I'm just glad that I'm able to play this on camera now, because unlike Momodora, which was my last Let's Play, this one is not going to suck because I actually know what I'm doing beforehand, so I don't get lost and I don't get confused all the time like I did. In fact, I had to live stream my last episode of Momodora just to get help. But you can check that. I might leave a link in the description where you can watch the first part for those of you who are interested in that playthrough. But we're going to use our glide ability to go over here and get all these good old opals. We're nearing the 300 mark, so we almost have all of them in the stage. There's a golden cog there, so I'm going to go grab that. Alright, we got 9. There's one more in the stage, if I'm correct. Yep, there's 10 golden cogs per stage, and I think you need 15 to get a new boomerang. We'll show that off after we do the second stage, but we're going to break open this. There's a bunch of frills here, but there's this meteorite power-up, which grants you invincibility, and does a little something extra. This power-up only appears twice in the game. There's no real reason why they only put it in twice in the game, but yeah, we're going to pick it up, and we get this Yeti thing that demolishes enemies and has a ridiculous hitbox, and he just kills everything with no regard for human life. is actually lasting longer than it should. Okay, it's gone. So yeah, we got that. There's a picnic basket here, and 1 opal. Thank God I saw that, because if I didn't, I would have been stuck looking around for it. You can also hold the LT button to aim, and if you aim your boomerangs, you can throw them at targets and whatnot. So we can do that. It's good for taking out long-range enemies, and for more precise hit detection, I suppose. So we're gonna grab this thunder egg.
Wasn't a half bad effort, Ty. I reckon with a little more practice, you'll get there. Cool.
All right, so we got this. I believe. All right. All right. There are a few more thunder eggs here, so this shouldn't take too long. We're gonna break this open. Grab ourselves our last ability, and because of that, we get ourselves a free thunder egg. Alright. Alright, there are 7 opals. Yeah, there's 6 opals left. So, they should be available at the end of the thing, if I remember correctly. Glide over here and finish up the stage. Well, at least the main stage, because there's also a Crash Bandicoot inspiration here, where if you complete every time you complete a level, you can actually speedrun it. I know, you can do a time trial.
Today wasn't a complete waste of time. You seem to have learned a thing or two.
Sure, yeah, you're too right.
You know, there's one other thing I could show you, but I don't know if you're ready for it yet.
Yeah? Well, what's that?
Well, a mate of mine who knows a mate who knows a mate who knows another mate says you can use 2 boomerangs to glide long distances.
How?
It's simple, really. You jump, then press and hold jump again to start gliding.
Right. Is that safe?
Safe as houses, mate. See if you can glide across this gap to reach that thunder egg.
Alright. So yeah, it's the easiest thunder egg, well, second easiest thunder egg you'll ever obtain. Just glide and you get it. We are missing a couple of opals. Ah, great. I thought they were at the end of here, but they're not. Alright, so we're gonna do a quick thingy right here, where we can do a time trial, and maybe that'll help us discover where the boxes were hidden. So we're gonna do this.
Welcome to the track. Race to the finish as fast as you can, mate. The checkpoints will lead the way. But miss one and the race is over. Good luck.
Alright, this is a simple as hell time trial. In fact, I don't understand how anyone could really fail this, unless they like miss the thing. But yeah, it's super straightforward, just run. Just grab, go through the rings. There's actually online speed run records for this, and apparently the highest record is like 18 seconds. I have no idea how they managed to do that. Somehow, some way, they did it. But anyways, he got it.
That was a ripper of a race, Ty. You're faster than a long-legged emu with a case of the bellyaches. I reckon you've earned this. Oh, you beauty!
Alright, so we got into the thunder egg. I need to figure out where the last few opals are because of OCD. Alright, so we're gonna have to go through here. Insert. I need to find insert last collectible here. Considering that there's 6 of them, I think I missed them in a crate or something. This magnet can help if they aren't in a crate. Just gonna zoom through here. Looking around at the speed of sound. Got places to go, gotta follow my rigo. Can't stick around, gotta keep moving on. Guess what, left ahead, only one way to find out. Wait. Alright. Just doing a quick old look through to make sure I didn't miss anything. Well, I obviously did miss something, but I don't know where it was. more magnets. I think it's over here, to be honest, but I could be wrong. Crap. Ah, there it is. Great, so it wasn't that far out. So swimming kind of sucks if you don't have the power up, because it slows you down like a lot. But anyways, we're gonna break this open and get our last 6 opals. Alright. You actually get an achievement if you find all of the opals in the game, and the achievement is you found that last opal. Which is great, because it's funny. But we're gonna glide through here. We got an extra life there. Lives really don't matter at all in this game, because if you lose all of your lives, you literally start at the last checkpoint anyway. So, we're gonna go to this thing. Once you have all 300 opals, you just go to this and press the action button, which in this case is Y, and it gives you a thunder egg. So we've got all of the thunder eggs. We got all of the frill lizards, and we're missing a golden cog. I don't believe we can get that one just yet. So we're just gonna exit the level right here.
I found it! I found it!
Let me see that. At last, a mystic talisman. It's time to move out. We got 4 more talismans to find. You there, fetch my bags. Soon unimaginable power will be mine, mine.
Yeah, so there's the cutscene desync. I'm not sure how to fix that, but yeah. So we got that stuff. So we're actually going to head into our second stage. We have 2 options here. We can go to walk in the park, or we can go into shipwrecks. Oh, there's a rainbow scale here, so I'm gonna grab that. Okay, I'm choosing shipwrecks, because shipwrecks is where we get the swimming ability, and that is very important.
Welcome to the Great Barrier Reef, full of beautiful fish, friendly natives, and inviting sandy beaches. It's a beaut spot for a swim if you know how.
Alright, so we're here. So, hold on. There is a lot of stuff, and it has a very tropical theme to it. The music here is pretty chill too. Gonna bounce on these pool chair thingies. Oh wait, this is where I can show you the picture frames things. So there's a lot of picture frames throughout this game, and they appear in these big invisible boxes. This one is meant to notify you that there are indeed invisible boxes. Some of them are easier to spot than others. I don't know if you can see that, but there's one way in the back there. But if you break it, you get these. There is a specific unlockable we have to get in order to find the picture frames, and I absolutely hate finding them. But thankfully, in this game, it at least tells you how many are in the stage, as opposed to later games in the series where all of them are completely invisible and there's no way of knowing whether or not you'll find one or not. This actually has a hidden cog around here that we can't get, but we can get this one. Alright, we've got 10. We need 5 more in order to get a boomerang. So we're gonna walk over here and talk to Rex the platypus.
Ty, mate, good to see you again.
G'day, Rex. You saved anyone today?
Funny you should say that. Elle went for a bit of a swim out near Danger Spike.
Danger Spike? Where's that, Rex?
It's a nice little spot, not too far from Shark Reef.
Yeah, and?
Well, anyway, she's an excellent swimmer, but she hasn't come home yet. We're starting to get a bit worried.
Struth.
I'm on lifeguard duty, so could you have a look for me?
Well, I would, mate, but I can't swim.
Tell you what, I'll teach you. Follow me. When you're in water, press the bite button to dive, then tap the jump button to start swimming.
Okay, wish me luck.
By the way, those boomerangs of yours won't work underwater, but I got a prezi for you that'll fix that. These are aquarangs. I found them in an old shipwreck years ago. They cut through water like a hot knife through butter. If you can dive under the water and grab them, well, then they're all yours.
Alright, so now we know how to swim. And the first thing we'll have to do is grab the aquarangs. They're literally just...
Good one. The aquarangs work like regular boomerangs, but you can only use them underwater. Oh, and one other thing. You're not a fish, mate, so keep an eye on your air supply.
Yeah, thanks, Rex.
Use the aquarang to hit this switch. It'll open the shark door so you can be on your way.
Sweet.
So yeah, he pretty much summed it up. They're the base boomerangs, except they work underwater, and that is it. I believe we got everything in this area, so let's go over here. Gonna grab our first opal and just dive in the water right here. Oh, they improve the water effects a bit. However, they don't have a lot of the ripple effects that come with playing on high graphic settings, which I can't do because my laptop is poop.
Great work, Ty. You've learned how to swim and use those aquarangs. With a bit of practice, you'll be a champion swimmer just like me.
You beauty.
This is my good mate. She'll show you the way to Danger Spike. Good luck, mate.
Hey, Ty. You can swim faster by tapping the jump button to gain speed. Let's go find Elle.
I hate her voice. I absolutely despise it. But anyways, this level is also fairly linear with a lot of branching. Well, it's linear, but it has a few branching paths, and those branching paths can sometimes get in the way of it being enjoyable for some people. For example, right here. But I'm just gonna go over here, break open. Not break open. I'm just gonna crack some skulls from these frills. Alright. Alright. I remember this platforming section being a goddamn bitch for me as a kid. Oh boy, it begins. Cue time-lapse, people. Anyways, gotta hop on these little pillars over here and grab another golden cog. Great. Oh, I love the dive. The dive is just so satisfying. Jump from a high point, get a nice dip in the water, and the sound effect that plays when you reach the inside of water plays really well too. I see bilbies over there, so I'm gonna go swim over to that location real quick. This game absolutely fucks with my both OCD and ADD, because I'd be in the middle of an objective, be like, "Oh, what's that? What's that?" I accidentally opened up the aim reticle and ran off the bridge. Great. Alright, so I got a first bilby there. There's actually a side mission here. I'm not sure if we can do it just yet. Yeah, we can't do that. We'll probably do that on the next part, because I'm just trying to finish this level on a relatively fast pace, because this is going further than I expected it to. So, just went through here. You know what? I'm curious as to if the cheat codes actually still work from this. Let me try it. Alright. LB, RB, LB, RB, Y, 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 B, B. Ah, they do not, sadly. And that sucks. I still remember that cheat code from all of those years past. I hate the fact that I do. So we're gonna swim down here and follow this convenient trail of opals. There's also a lock-on button, but it's not really useful. It's missing the graphic effects where it would show an aim reticle there. I'm not sure if that's a bug or if they just didn't implement it yet.
Careful, Ty. These eels look pretty nasty.
Alright, so we're gonna go past these little thingies. Oh god! These things used to scare the living fuck out of me as a child, man. Like, I would straight up be too scared to play this game when I had to go past that section.
Manies. Press the action button to swim into the cage. Press the action button again to swim out.
I used to always have my cousin play that section. When we were, oh god, we were getting fucked up by a shark. Oh, so interesting thing about this game. Oxygen is like, obviously oxygen is like your health underwater, but it replaces your on-water health. So if your shore health. Oh god, that was disgusting. But so for example, if I was low on health, I could just go underwater and my health would be completely replenished. And that was how I got past a lot of the water stages in this game. So these are like the dumbest mechanic ever, and I really don't get why it exists other than to collect opals. But you can press Y to go into these little cages here. Ow, ow. Oh yeah, I took damage, but once again I can just go to the surface and my air would be restored. But we're just gonna go in these and collect some opals. Oh boy. Oh boy. Alright, so we have to aim and get this target here. I'm missing a lot of golden cogs. For whatever. We're gonna take a slight detour here, because as a kid this area really fucked me up, because I've been in this area for hours and I just now discovered this little section here. I don't remember if we can actually get this just yet. Oh yes we can, we just need to set up the switch here. But yeah, it took me forever to figure out that this area even existed, and I felt like such an idiot. So we're just gonna go up here. Oh god. How many golden cogs do we have now? Alright, so we have 13, I think, total. No, we have 12. So we need 3 more. I believe there's more around here. In fact, there's probably some underwater. So we're going to take another detour off of a detour and go through this path. Swimming in this game is actually fairly fast, and it feels so fluid. You guys can't see this, but this game now has a filter that runs it at 30 frames per, not 30, it runs it at 60 frames per second, as opposed to the original which only ran at 30, and that is excellent. There's another golden cog here, so we're gonna go grab that. Crap. As you can see, I'm missing out on a lot of collectibles, and that's because I'm just trying to finish this level. On the next part, we'll come back and do a lot of extra side questing, but we're getting the main quest out of the way. For pretense, probably don't use this Let's Play as a walkthrough. Just go watch an actual, like a 100% walkthrough, because I am not that type of person. And I just want to be like, hey, find this. I'd be like, hey, go play the fucking game and find it yourself. So here we're at the basically Spiral Mountain. There's a thing that I loved doing when I first got this game as a kid. Crap, I got hit by an eel. I will show you that once we get there. And because, once again, this water refills our health, we'll have absolutely no consequences for this. Essentially, but yeah, this is just a spiral path. On speedruns, which I'll show off, there's actually like a collision somewhere along the wall that lets you just run straight up it. I'm not sure if they fixed that in the HD remake, and in fact we'll find out, but yeah, we'll see. It doesn't look like they changed a lot of the collisions, so if that is still there, then it will be intact. Oh crap. I remember there being a golden cog hidden in the middle of these pits, in the middle of one of them. I can't remember which one it was though. Oh, that opal I saw down there is gonna give me OCD. Alright, so yeah, it's just a straightforward walk around and hit enemies. I love the view here.
Hey, Dal, how are you?
Yeah, good. And what about you?
Let me guess. Rex was worried about me again?
Yeah, that's right.
Isn't he a sweetheart? Well, I better get home so he stops fretting.
Righto then.
By the way, I found this on the way. Want it?
Alright, so we got ourselves a Thunder Egg for completing that. There's actually a golden cog hidden up here, if I'm correct. Yep. Alright, so we just need one more. I'm going to take a moment to take advantage of the view and see if we can find it. Wait. I think we may be able to glide down there to get to it. Alright, so what I usually do when I play this game is I jump and dive all the way down into the water when I do this. But we're gonna see if we can glide there, and if we don't, then I'll jump cut to be jumping off. But let's go! Oh wait, I already got that. And I didn't reach the water. But, yeah, that happens. So I'm just gonna jump cut here while I get up the mountain. So prepare yourselves. Alright, so we're here at the top of the mountain. So we're gonna... I think there's another thing around here. Alright, no there is not. So, we're gonna get our last Thunder Egg for this episode by going into here. And the time trial should be available. There it is. So.
So, Ty, are you up for a race? See if you can keep up.
Alright, so we have to race Rex. He is ridiculously fast underwater. However, on land, he's really slow. So, the second we get on land, we want to take advantage of it and just rip ass to get ahead of him. But I will be able to show off that little collision thing where we can skip a large majority of the mountain section by using a sort of wonky collision. Why am I stuck on the wall? Oh crap, oh crap, oh crap, oh crap. Crap, 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 crap. Oh, I lost so much time there. I don't even know where he is now. Alright, we're just gonna mash the crap out of A and hopefully we can make it. I'm pretty sure Rex is already at the mountain by now. But once again, he's super slow on land and he doesn't have the exploit upon him. So we should be good. I'm not sure if that's actually used in speedruns, but I dang sure used it a lot. Oh wait, we can't use it. God dang it. We can't use it because we have to go through the things. Crap. Well then. Never mind then. The music here is really great. Apologies for me screwing up and reminding myself that you can't actually use the exploit in this because you have to go through the rings. The time trials in this game are super easy. You just run forward and go through rings and you got them. And there we go.
You little ripper, you fair dinkum beat me. I've trained you well, mate. My swimming coach gave this to me when I first beat him in a race. Now I want you to have it.
Gee, thanks, mate.
Cool!
Alright, so we got our last Thunder Egg. We're gonna end the part right here. Let me know how the Let's Play went. Like, comment, subscribe, do all that good junk. I don't really care. But, yeah, thanks for watching, and, peace.